But anyway, now that's the good. The bad, breakfast. I would say borderline unedible. I mean, it was just terrible. I mean, just the bacon. They've made budget cuts on bacon. It's just grease and fat, powdered eggs. I mean, just
Yeah.
you have options.
Do they have bacon every day?
It was there every day.
But
where it was just. I mean, the $3.99 Hormel bacon's better than it at the grocery store. So,
and bacon's always overcooked on cruise ships.
yeah, this was just we had cereal 3 to 4 days, which is not like us on a cruise
Because I know you eat cereal a lot at home, so you don't want it on vacation.
But it was all there was. I mean, you have park cafes, Johnny Rocket, Solarium Bistro, the main dining room.
Do they have an omelet station there?
The Windjammer is just chaos. I mean, you've got 6,400 people. You have one Windjammer, even though it's bigger, and it's just chaos. To where, like, I don't like going up there, but basically, Johnny Rockets, they serve it to you, but it's still the same type food. Solarium Bistro, the main dining room, Windjammer, the food all tasted the same to me. We didn't try out the Vitality Cafe. Our go-to spot was the Park Cafe because it was a little different. You could get cereal. They had a chocolate donut that was delicious.
That's the thing about the main dining room is that if they're serving you different food, you don't mind it. But if they're serving you same food,
same quality,
and you're taking 45 minutes to eat breakfast compared to 15 minutes, you don't want
the food tasted the same as the buffet, so it wasn't. We went once, never went back to the main dining room. The place to go, I think, is the Park Cafe. We were 2 decks up, so went down to, got coffee, donuts. They do have some they're not biscuits, but grab and go, but they make them, so it takes 10 minutes or so. But like I said, it's kind of weird stuff. Like, you have a turkey sausage on a toasted ciabatta bread with avocado on it. It's like, sometimes, to quote my wife, you just want a sausage biscuit. That's just something you can't find. But,
and they have sausage and they have biscuits.
But they just don't put them together. They make weird stuff like that. So it was unedible. Lunch was better than breakfast. I mean, the highlight of lunch was the new El Loco Fresh, which is the Mexican food, which is like you make your own tacos.
And that is included.
It's free. Usually open from 12 to 6. So pretty decent hours. Nachos, just typical, good stuff. It's good. Yeah. We ate it the first time. Wound up eating it 3 or 4 times, I think, for lunch. But a lot of the breakfast and lunch, you'll find it's kind of the same thing. I mean, the Solarium Bistro food to me tasted the same as the buffet and the main dining room. So I think it's not the same kitchen because they're different levels, but it tasted the same to me, the same recipes. So, you obviously can do the same type places basically, other than now you have your Sorrento's and Park Cafe there to eat. Sorrento's is open from like 11 a.m. to 3 a.m.
And Sorrento's is the pizza, right?
Pizza on the Royal Promenade. So it's not open 24/7. Your 24/7 option is the Promenade Cafe, which is very, very limited options, I guess would be the.
So what type of stuff do they have at night?
Egg salad sandwiches and a couple of weird desserts, and just most of the time it's stuff no one's going to want. Honestly, people would sit there and get the coffees and stuff like that, but pizza was good, edible, that kind of stuff, no rocks. But basically, that's the things that you're going to get different hours. I mean, you're going to have your Windjammer is open from 7 to 10:30 roughly, then lunch is 12 to 3, and then 5 to 9. But you say, oh, that's a lot. But basically, if you want something to eat after 9 o'clock, you're going to the Park Cafe or pizza.
Wow.
So that's limited. And the Park Cafe has borderline food that you don't even want to eat. So basically, it's.
So the Park Cafe sounded like it was
a Promenade Cafe. I'm sorry, not Park Cafe. The Park Cafe is open the standard lunch hour type things. But yeah, the highlight, and I didn't get the roast beef sandwich. It's the famous thing at the Park Cafe because it's typically a little chewy for my taste. But you also can make a lot of salads at these places. I ate salads 3 or 4 days a week.
So if you wanted to get
salads,
I know like a lot of times at say you're eating at 7 o'clock, you want a little something at like 4:30, 5 o'clock range. Mm-hmm. Like, did you have an option there other than pizza?
Not really, because your buffet up top closes. It opens back up around 5 o'clock, so you could go up there. But typically, in that case, we got pizza because it's simple. It's in the middle of the ship. It's hot during the time of day, and it was just kind of convenient to walk the Royal Promenade and do that stuff. So. But the pizza was good. We had a lot of pizza. I would not pay for it, which was another controversial thing.
I mean, to me, cruise ship pizza is...
It's not payable type food.
No, I mean, it's fine for late night drunken snacks.
Yeah.
So that's about it.
But it's not something you're going to get, but the 24/7 option, and you have room service too. By the way, room service, if you get the continental options, coffee, cereals, it's free. But if you get American breakfast, which is bacon, eggs, that type of stuff, you got to pay for it. So didn't do that because I guess I was so cheap. I didn't want to tip the person when they brought it. I just walked myself.
So if you had to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, the main dining room sound like it would be.
Yeah, I'd say the main dining room was an 8 or a 9, but then like breakfast was like a 1 or a 2. I mean, it was just that bad. Yeah, lunch was probably a 5. It can't hold a light to Carnival, but it wasn't buffet. But what we found, we tried to get away from these things where it's a buffet, but at least when you have a buffet, you have something open. When you have variety and options, to where I felt like now we were almost forced to eat pizza a lot of the times. Because that's what was open.
But that was sort of similar to the Celebrity. We had some similarities in there.
It did, but it did have the buffet open. But a lot of salads for lunch, which the salads were good. Lettuce was fresh, no complaints there. So, but the Solarium
How about
Bistro
the ice cream? Did you get any ice cream?
Lots of ice cream. But
is it just a regular standard poolside?
Soft serve, yeah, soft serve. Yeah.
So no gelato?
They did not make that. No, I mean, they even have soft serve ice cream at Coco Cay. They have the same machines out there. So, but no hand dip, handmade ice cream. But that was the nice little thing on the Celebrity is we would go to their little gelato station, get it for free every day when they had it open. But they don't do that here. So, you can buy it down there on the boardwalk at their little thing. So, we did that once. I hate to admit it, but $3 shot.
All right, well, 13 minutes in.
That's probably enough.
What's your final comment?
Pleasantly, extremely surprised with how good the dining room food was for dinner. Terribly disappointed in breakfast, and overall, it definitely wouldn't keep me away from.
If you had to do it over again, would you do like a specialty, like a 3-day specialty dining or something?
For us, I wouldn't because I've got to make reservations, and I don't know what time the little man's going to want to sleep. But typically, he was in this phase to where he didn't want to nap, so that winds up kind of throwing dinner off. So, for us, it's confusion. Definitely wouldn't mind trying it. They're good, but I mean, Chops is good food, and the Zumi's good, that type of stuff. So,
all right.
So yeah, good food.
Like and subscribe.